As one of the most geographically isolated land masses on Earth, the Hawaiian Islands are home to some of the most beautiful and lush rainforests. Whales come to breed and give birth in the wintertime. Coconuts and bananas grow in abundance. Surfing is medicine, and rainbows appear daily. Water is a life force that nourishes our crops, our animals, and our bodies, and the rainforest is the vital key to it all. To understand the forest and where our water comes from, we must understand the hydrologic cycle. These rainforests play a critical role in the way water moves between ocean, sky, and land. Our freshwater here on the islands is very dependent on the health of the forest. But first, let's start with the core of the hydrologic cycle, the ocean. It holds 97% of the Earth's water. Our sun heats the surface of the ocean, causing evaporation. This water vapor rises and condenses into tiny droplets that form clouds. Eventually, it makes its way back down to the island rainforest in the form of rain or fog drip, and sometimes even snow. Water collection is the fundamental role of all forests. Native Hawaiian forests are very efficient at capturing, storing, and filtering rainwater. Its multi-layer system of ferns, moss, and trees work cohesively together to slow down the flow of water. The canopy of trees intercepts rain and filters it down to a living sponge that absorbs some of the water to be infiltrated into the ground. The roots of the forest anchor soil, reducing erosion and enhancing surface water quality. A drop of water can take 1 to 25 years to reach our aquifers, from which a substantial amount of Hawaii's freshwater resources come. Some of the water is evaporated off the ground and absorbed by plants, which transpire that water back into the air. This is the process of evapotranspiration, where moisture leaves the forest, returning to the atmosphere, creating clouds. The trade winds of Hawaii are a large piece to the hydrologic puzzle. These winds strike the northeastern mountains, cool and condense into clouds, become dark and heavier and overflow with rain. This process of condensation causes the common climate pattern of the islands called orographic rainfall. The peaks of our mountains can get up to 420 inches of rain per year. This water moves down through watersheds of waterfalls, rivers, and streams, either to be diverted or converged with the ocean. Other important benefits of forests include flood and runoff control, clean air, and biodiversity. The quintessential trees and ferns of the Hawaiian forest are ohia, koa, and hapuu ferns. But over the years, non-native trees and plants have found a home here too. In the last 200 years, Hawaii has lost 50% of its watershed forest due to impacts from invasive species, feral ungulates, rapid ohia death, wildfires, development, and climate change. Arguably, the biggest threat to preserving Hawaii's aina is invasive species. These water-hungry plants have uprooted, trampled, and crowded out our native forests, significantly decreasing water storage capacity. The perils of climate change impact the system from Mauka to Makai. Over the years, the islands have been experiencing increased temperatures, decreased trade winds, less rainfall, increased flooding, runoff, and erosion. This ultimately results in less surface water supply and less recharge of our aquifers. Without healthy forested watersheds, our streams and coastal ecosystems will be degraded. Sedimentation is one of the biggest threats to our coastal ecosystems. It washes down during heavy rain events, carrying with it many pollutants that are detrimental to our coral reefs, marine life, and fisheries. Water is the most valuable product of the forest, and it is not an unlimited resource. The supply, quality and sustainability of freshwater resources depends on the health of our forested watersheds. If we sit back and let our watersheds degrade, we risk our quality of life and future prosperity. As Dr. Seuss puts it best, unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not. The future is in our hands. Let's take a stand and preserve the land.